Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin because, as you guys have probably noticed, Bitcoin is in the middle of breaking out. In fact, this morning as I'm sitting down to do some TA on the markets, we see that Bitcoin is trading at $11,900, and that's a very good sign because if you guys remember to yesterday's video, I talked about how we want to see Bitcoin get above, stay above, confirm that its aboveness is true above the 20 EMA. The way I said that was pretty funny, but I think you get my drift. With getting above the 20 exponential moving average, Bitcoin has not only entered a new uptrend, it's also put into effect a kind of bullish pattern that I have never actually seen before. And we're going to be breaking that down in today's video because this is actually a very bullish pattern. It's a combination of smaller bullish patterns made into a larger bullish pattern that is now finished. Maybe it might get even bigger over the last 10 days or so. Guys, we're also going to be touching on Ethereum because Ethereum just reached a new local high of $470. Crazy things going on in crypto right now, guys, and we're going to be covering all of that and more in today's video. So if you do enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, I know who you are. No, I don't. I'm coming for you. No, I'm not. But please subscribe. That's just not funny. Like, I'm going to scare somebody saying, I need to stop. I need to stop. Anyway. Before we get started, I do want to make one more announcement, and that is that I'm going to be extending the time before we update the price of CT2A one more day. Because a lot of you guys joined yesterday, and I have a feeling a lot more of you are trying to get everything together so you can join CT2A. I want to give you guys another day, so the price of CT2A will be going up tomorrow instead of today. We got a couple emails, a couple comments, so there you go. You got another day. Anyway, guys, with all that said, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Today's video might be a little bit shorter because the move-in is happening today. So one of our guys is a photographer. He's going to be taking a ton of pictures, so you guys are going to see some of those. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe never. We'll find out. Exciting day. So let's go ahead and jump onto the chart. The video might be just a little bit shorter than normal for that reason. Guys, Bitcoin is in a very important spot right now. As you can see, over the last several days, we have come up and tested and bounced and bumped our head against the 20 daily exponential moving average. And then a couple of days ago, we broke above it. This red candlestick was kind of the telltale heart right here because we managed to come down, bounce off of the 20 EMA, and rally. Now, that pattern that I was talking about that I've never really seen, or I don't remember seeing on Bitcoin, is three green, red, green formations in a row. Let me show you what I mean. In technical analysis, there is a continuation candlestick pattern that I often look at. I don't really see many people talking about this, but they tend to be very important, and I call them green, red, green formations, or in the opposite case, you got your red, green, red. I typically find these to be pretty reliable continuation patterns. Sometimes they're not continuation patterns. You might see a trend start or end with one of them, but they normally show up in a trend, put it that way, and the direction that they are facing is almost always going to be the same direction that the trend is facing. Very rarely are you going to see a bullish green, red, green formation without being in an uptrend. Same thing with the bearish red, green, red formation. You're very rarely going to see that in an uptrend. You're almost always going to see that in a downtrend. And that brings us to today, because not have we only seen one of these, not only have we seen two of these, I said that a weird way the first time, we've seen three of them combined in a row. Notice how the chart right now is going green, red, green, red, green, red, green. You might look at that and say, Jeb, you're an idiot. That is just very obvious. Thank you for pointing that out. Sincerely, thank you for wasting my time. You might say that. I wouldn't, though, because this is actually very important. Guys, when Bitcoin has this formation, what it means is that we're locking in a support level here. Then we rally up, and we lock in a support level right here. And then we rally up, and then we lock in a support level right here. So what we're basically saying when we do something like this is it's saying we have a new support level at $11,339. Then we have a new support level at $11,486. Then we have a new support level at $11,670. And on and on and on. So not only has Bitcoin broken, gotten support on, and rallied above the 20 daily EMA, which was in and of itself extremely important and bullish, Bitcoin has also set into effect three new support levels immediately below it within $300 of each other. Guys, that's not the only thing that's important here either. Because if you'll take a look at these three levels, these three guys right here, what do they match up with? Well, they happen to match up with a ton of VPVR support. Notice how there's a VPVR climax right over here because of all of this trading that we've done in here. Bitcoin has just reconfirmed all of this, and now that we're above it, we can comfortably stay above it, hopefully. What this means is that we are now confidently in an uptrend on Bitcoin, and we are more than likely going to be going at least to our local high of $12,600. If the altcoins have anything to say about it, probably a lot higher. In fact, in the next 2 months or so, we might even see Bitcoin returning to the yearly high, the last 2 years' high, of $13,700. So guys, we'll go ahead and do some more TA on Bitcoin tomorrow, but I also want to mention Ethereum, because Ethereum has some major updates as well. Notice, guys, that we talked about Ethereum in yesterday's video, and it was sitting right here around $434 yesterday when we did discuss it. And ever since then, we've rallied 7.5%. And guess what we've done? We pushed up to $470. And that's the highest level that Ethereum has been for a very long time. For the last over 2 years, Ethereum had been below this resistance level of $367. We rallied up to it here. We had support on it back here. We had resistance on it back there. It was a well-defined resistance level. Now it's a support level. Ethereum had a reason that it was not able to get above it. But what has it done? It rallied above it, tested it as support just about a week and a half ago, and now it's rallying substantially. We've already rallied 30% north of that level. I'm feeling very good about all this Ethereum I bought right there, by the way. Give me a shout in the comment section if you're in a stupidly profitable trade or investment right now, because I have a feeling a lot of you guys are. I have a bunch of Ethereum positions that are up over 200% right now. Good feeling. Anyway. Guys, the simple fact of the matter is that Ethereum's already rallied nearly 400% this year. I mean, you can see right there. Over the last 180 days, it's rallied more than pretty much any other major cryptocurrency, definitely including Bitcoin, and it's still got a long way to go before it returns to all-time high of like $1,400. And the fundamentals back that up in the same way they back up Bitcoin. You might look at these rallies that we've had on Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and all these different cryptocurrencies, and you might think, okay, they've rallied a lot. They're done. Well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies move quickly because all-time high for many of these coins was over 2.5 years ago, and a lot changes in 2.5 years. Ethereum is not the same project that it was 2.5 years ago. Vitalik Buterin is closer to graduating high school than he was 2.5 years ago. I love you, Vitalik. I'm joking. He's a youngster like I am. But my point here is that these projects have developed a lot more fundamentally, technically, and by technical, I don't mean technical analysis, I mean technical as in their blockchains and the programming and the infrastructure around them. These projects have developed substantially so in the last 2.5 years. If we were able to go back to $1,400 on Ethereum, $20,000 on Bitcoin, on hype pretty much alone, because Bitcoin I don't think was worth anything over $5,000 in 2017. If we were able to go there on hype alone, just imagine what happens when the news gets bored after Rona's gone and they need something to talk about, and Bitcoin is trading above 20K again in 8 months after, all the vaccines are out, everybody's chill, that's all over, the news is like, oh crap, what do we complain about now? They're going to look at Bitcoin and say, oh my gosh, look at this cryptocurrency, and everybody's going to jump in, bandwagon time, and we're going to go crazy about a year from now. That's my prediction. Holy cow, is it more than likely to happen. We went to 20K on basically hype. Our fundamentals are so much better now than they were 2.5 years ago. Just imagine where we could head. Stock to Flow is predicting 100K Bitcoin in the next year. I made a video on that. You can go on the channel and find it. I don't think it's going to happen, but you know what? Stock to Flow has been pretty accurate so far, so good questions to be asking there. But anyway, guys, like I said, today's video is going to be a little bit shorter because I have to get across town in morning traffic to pick up a moving truck because we are moving into the office today, guys. I am so pumped. I toured the office. No one was with me. No, well, the real estate agent was. Over 3 months ago, excuse me, not over a month ago. It's been almost 4 months since I decided to pull the trigger and move into an office. And wouldn't you know it, right around the time I decided to do that was the time we just started exploding here on YouTube. So maybe that's a man upstairs trying to tell me something like, hey, yeah, you're moving in the right direction. Anyway, I'm really excited. And guys, I've talked about it enough. You guys get the point. Anyway, if you do enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. As I mentioned in previous videos, I understand now that over 35, close to 40% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, which is a problem. And we're just not going to be able to have that, okay? We got to get to that 100K mark so that we can throw a little convention. Ooh, I didn't say that. That's supposed to be a secret. Anyway, you'll find out more about that when we get close to 100K, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can find out what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it out for today's video. Before we go, I do want to remind you, I have changed the date on raising the price of CT2A 1 day, 24 hours, however many minutes that is. 24 times 60, that's, let me think. I do this in my head. 1,200 1,440 minutes away. So if you do want to join CT2A, there's pretty much a sale going on right now because the price is going to be increasing by $50 tomorrow. It was going to be today, but so many of you guys joined, and so many of you guys asked me to extend it. I will extend it one more day. So there you go, guys. Like I said, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. As I said in yesterday's video, bear with us for a little while because we are getting moved in. There's a ton of things going on behind the scenes, but ultimately it is all for your sake because we have some amazing projects coming in the near-term future. Anyway, guys, like I said, that is going to do it for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.